should have never got her old MFing ass out that damn car. And if she did, she should have came in there and handled herself like a classy-based 75-year-old. That girl is not wrong, and Tim Horton should be they should not be responsible for a goddamn thing. Your mama got what was coming to her.
Wow. What's up, foodies? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I discuss celebrity crime and hot topics. And anytime a story is related to food, I try to jump on it. But I wanted to approach this from a different angle because everyone's reporting on this story. And I was at work minding my business, had a quick little minute to myself, and I, see Funky Dineva is live. Y'all know Funky just had surgery because he has stage 1 prostate cancer. So I don't want to say it wrong, but I think he got his prostate removed or something like that. So he was literally just being wheeled out of the hospital, and he gets on live and talks about this old lady like this. Funky Dineva is around my age, early 40s. I can understand if Funky Dineva was in his 20s, because a lot of the younger people don't have respect for the elderly anymore. But Funky Dineva is in his 40s talking about this lady deserved what she got. Funky Dineva did not carefully watch that video. He did not watch the surveillance in its entirety. He's just going off of, I don't know, was he trying to create chaos in the chat? Was he trying to just be on the opposite side of the track to create engagement? I don't know, but I part of me just thinks that this is just who he is and off the cuff what he felt about this story without looking at the full video, without knowing the full story. But let's listen at what he had to say, and then I'll show the full video.
Last story, but not least, y'all. And I'm curious to know where y'all fall on this issue. This is the story about the 75-year-old woman who subsequently died of a heart attack after taking her ass in a Tim Hortons restaurant and essentially starting a fight with a young person. Take a listen, and we finna have some fun with this.
Mother was wronged in the worst way.
75-year-old Anita Grayson's daughter says her mother's death last Wednesday left her angry and frustrated with a lot of questions.
I lost the matriarch of my family.
Police say they responded to an altercation at this Tim Hortons around 8 in the morning, finding Grayson unresponsive. She was later pronounced dead.
I just called out to God, like, we need to see it. I have to see that. Please show me, because I need to at least know how, why, what.
She says an anonymous person texted this video from inside to another family member. She posted it online. Others reposted, calling for arrests and protests.
You should not enter a coffee shop for a coffee and a donut and come out unalived. That is diabolical.
Police are now releasing the surveillance video and a narrative of what they say happened. Police say Grayson came inside the restaurant to complain about a drive-through order. They say Grayson, quote, berated a teenage employee. They say a 20-year-old employee stepped in and told Grayson to leave. Police say the older employee tried to block Grayson from getting to the teen. But Grayson responded by forcefully shoving her backward and striking her in the face. Police say the worker, quote, moved toward Grayson, swinging her arms in an attempt to strike her. Police say Grayson scratched the employee's face, knocked off her glasses, and pulled out a chunk of her hair. In the video Grayson's daughter released, we see her get up and walk around for a while before it ends. Police say an employee gave her a cup of water, but by the time officers arrived, Grayson was unresponsive.
It could have been your mother.
Grayson's daughter is not satisfied. She says her mom should still be alive today, and she's calling for more action.
That's an elderly lady. That's not how we treat our senior citizens. We be careful with them. We make sure that they're all right. We don't jump on them and attack them and scare them to death.
Now, police say the investigation will be turned over to the Allen County Prosecutor's Office for review.
Girl, fuck you. Okay? I'm sorry. Fuck you. Your mama was dead ass wrong. That's not how we treat our elders. No, you're absolutely right. Our elders supposed to be teach the young people how to act. She got her 75-year-old ornery ass out the damn car and you went in there to complain about a coffee. Fine, you complained about a coffee. You went in there and berated the young lady. Wrong for you to be somebody that's 75 years of age. Then an employee had to step in and keep you from hitting the young girl. You hit the girl and she hit you back. What am I missing here? What am I missing? If your ass know you 75 years old, why would you go in there and try to get in a fight with somebody? That's not the way we treat our elders. Girl, fuck you and your damn mama. Don't nobody feel no ways tired that your old mama went in there and picked a goddamn fight with a young girl and her heart was bad. Don't go call Ben Crump. Don't go call the NAACP. Your mama attacked that damn girl. She got in a fight and she lost. Your mama picked the fight. She lost. She ran her blood pressure up and then subsequently had a heart attack. I am sorry. What am I missing here? Y'all gotta sue them. She don't have no basis to sue. You went in there, as a matter of fact, the little girl ought to sue your mammy and her estate. Your mama got out the car over a $2.50 coffee order, went in there and showed her natural black ass. The situation escalated. Your mama hit that girl first. That girl defended herself and proceeded to fight your mama. So you mean to tell me that girl was just supposed to stand there, let your mama disrespect them? They stepped in front of your mama. Your mama went around the person who tried to prevent the fight, hit the girl. At the point in which your mama hit the girl pushed her old ass down and commenced to defend herself. That's exactly what the fuck she was supposed to do. If your mama knew she was old, if your mama knew she had a bad heart, your mama shouldn't be. See, what it is your mama thought she was Billy Badass. And your mama thought because that girl was of a different skin color that she was finna go in there and cuss her out and fight her and all of this. And your mama ended up losing her life over a cup of damn coffee. Sorry, I don't feel no waste time. I don't feel no waste time. Your mama should have never got her old MFing ass out that damn car. And if she did, she should have came in there and handled herself like a classy base 75-year-old. That girl is not wrong, and Tim Horton should be they should not be responsible for a goddamn thing. Your mama got what was coming to her. Sorry, not sorry. I can feel sympathy for you in the fact I can hold several truths. Okay? I can hold several truths. Truth number one, you're mourning your mother and you miss her. Okay? But you do not, in the name of sadness, get in here and try to get on the news and rewrite this story like your mama was wrong. Your mama started this thing and she finished it. What am I missing? Your mama got out the car, went in the restaurant, berated the girl, then she hit the girl first, and the girl pushed her old ass down. And she died. Oh, damn well. Play silly games, win silly prizes. Nevertheless, I'm finna get ready to go to Lenox Mall and buy myself a push gift because I feel like I deserve it. I'm finna go to Lenox and spend a whole bunch of money right now because that's just what I want to do. And
Wow. Wow. And he's sitting up there too silly to hold his breath for 30 seconds. He gonna give his people a show with hiccups. The whole 10 minutes he ranting about this lady losing her life, he got the hiccup with the whole show, actually, because people in the comments are like, hello, hold your breath for 30 seconds. Now I got the hiccups. It's like you trying to hurry up and get a show done to make your money so you can go to Lenox Mall and waste it. But like I say, I put in the chat, the bigger story here or bigger message is Tim Horton sucks. You paying $5 for a small coffee. They don't give it to you hot. That could have been issued. Like I'm simply paying $5 for a coffee. Can I get the coffee hot? I'm sitting there paying all this money. Can I get my breakfast heated properly so I'm not running to the toilet? We don't know what the issue is, but I hope he don't have any health problems. I hope he don't have no issue with somebody and need somebody on his side or need someone to defend him. We see the scuffle. There's no audio though. We don't know if the worker held the lady's credit card too long. We don't know if the worker didn't give the lady back all her change. We don't know if the woman had a coupon and they didn't want to honor the coupon. We don't know. From my experience with Tim Horton, because there's one by my job, I've gotten breakfast from there and immediately had to go to the toilet. I know it's TMI, but still. I wanted my money back and they would not give me my money back. Clearly, I had been to that Tim Hortons. Clearly, I had the original packaging, but I don't think I had the receipt, But I didn't put up no big fuss. But here's the thing. They didn't even try to, compensate me. And it was only a couple dollars. Like, why would you risk losing a customer when you know that I was at your establishment? Things are just, these are crazy times. And whether it's an old employee, a young employee, a black employee, a white employee, a Hispanic employee, these workers don't give a dang about their customers anymore. And it does piss you off. You don't have to be an older person to get enraged. You don't have to be a younger person to get enraged and have short patience. You could just be caught on the wrong day, or you could really feel like you have reason to go in a store and act a fool. Now, watching the full video, from what I can see and what other people in the chat was saying, the older lady did not put her hands on the worker first. Maybe possibly she tapped the one that was behind her, but the white girl that blocked the older lady, the 75-year-old lady, from the younger employee who probably waited on her in the drive-thru, the white lady pushed the 75-year-old woman first, whether it was a hard push, soft push, whatever. There's a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas in here. They could have apologized and fixed the problem before the old lady had to get out of her car and come inside. The older lady could have stayed in her car and called the phone number on the receipt, or call upper management, or email upper management, or whatever. There's a lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda. But the bottom line of it is, if the customer felt like they had been wronged, why not rectify the situation before the woman had to get out of her car? Okay? So if they didn't do that, fine. Now the lady's inside the store. Why not, once the lady got in the store, she didn't come behind the counter. Now, if she had come behind the counter, I could fully understand them putting their hands on her. I could understand if all three of them that was working there got on the woman and banged her head. I could get it if she came behind the counter. She didn't come behind the counter. Y'all could have went to the back and called the cops. Y'all could have just let the lady vent and got another manager, or called the manager, or called the cops, or whatever the lady wanted. Just give it to her and let her go about her business. She's an older woman. She could have been in a bad mood. She could have been in the right. We don't know. We don't know why the lady was mad. But for Funky Dineva to get his in recovery air on this live, and then spend 10 minutes on the story at that. Spend 10 minutes talking about what another human being deserved to have done to them. Well, I mean, if she got what she deserved, maybe you need to get what you deserve. I just don't understand. And there were people in the comments. He's sitting up here encouraging no ways tied. These old people be out of pocket. Somebody tell me, I'm so interested in your take on this. I don't know why. Because, I mean, he just, I just don't know. So he's encouraging this, and all the people, most of the people in the comments, about 80% of people in the comments agreeing with Funky, and about 20% were like, no, the worker put their hand on the older lady first. The lady, didn't deserve that or whatever. But somebody said, your mom was wrong. Sorry, boo. So you saying that to somebody that lost their mom. Your mom was wrong. Sorry, boo. Sad she passed, but Anita threw the first punch. No, she did not. The older lady did not throw the first punch. These people are just Funky wrong because he ain't doing his research. He just getting on there trying to make his money back, which he keeps saying. He don't want to miss out on his money. He doing all his spending. He done had surgery. Don't know how the surgery gonna take. Don't know if he gonna have to be out. But he keeps talking about how he got to get online and make his money. So he ain't doing the research and he don't care what's coming out of his mouth. Let's see. She should have just left it alone. Let's see what else the people are saying. She should have stayed her ass in the car. That's where the story starts. How do you know that's where the story starts? How do you know they didn't charge her twice? How do you know they didn't take her car to the back a little too long for her liking? How do you know they didn't tell her, oh, we don't have any pennies. We can't give you no pennies, because we don't do pennies anymore. How do y'all know that lady is living paycheck to paycheck, or she just, want to treat herself and get a little donut, and the cost of the donut is 126 and she giving 130 and she want her pennies back. How do we know that that's not the case? Because people get mad about their pennies. I've seen it. Somebody says she hit her first. I think I saw question mark. Apologies if I'm wrong. You're wrong. If that lady came up to the counter and she's still on one end of the counter and the workers are on the other end of the counter, the worker should have backed up, let the lady vent. If she didn't want to leave, call the cops. Because it really could have been avoided by the workers having good customer service and being trained properly on how to react to an aggressive or angry customer. And I can guarantee you they ain't had that training. Sorry, this lady should have kept her hands to herself and asked for a refund or even called the police. So if the lady was asked, you don't think the lady asked for a refund? They should have gave it to her so she can go on about her way. And here's an update on the story. They say Ben Crump will represent her family. That's supposed to be the update, that attorney Ben Crump is going to represent Anita Grayson in a civil rights lawsuit. Y'all know how fake news be out here, so we shall see. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about Funky's take on Miss Anita Grayson dying at the hands of Tim Horton's employees. Y'all know where I stand. And this is from someone who has worked in retail before and been a customer for many, many years.